why men aren't dating anymore. And they're happier for it. A quiet rebellion. Men are walking away. You can call it a crisis, a phase, or a quiet rebellion, but something profound is happening all around us. Men are walking away. Not out of hatred, not out of bitterness, but out of exhaustion. Stepping back from the constant proving. They're not shouting, not protesting, not blaming. They're simply stepping back from dating, from constant proving, from emotional battles that never end. For years, men were told to do more, make more money, communicate better, love harder, be more confident, be more understanding. And many did. Do more. Make more money, communicate better, love harder. Be more. Be more confident, be more understanding. The discovery of peace. But each time they improved, the goalposts moved. Each time they gave, the gratitude disappeared. Eventually, something inside them broke, quietly. Now, many of those men sit alone in peaceful apartments, surrounded not by noise or conflict, but by calm. Silence that once felt like loneliness now feels like freedom. Because after years of giving everything and still being told they weren't enough, men discovered something that no one prepared them for. Peace feels better than love ever did. The shift, when men stopped trying. This withdrawal didn't happen overnight. There was no movement, no viral hashtag, no manifesto. It happened in silence, one day, one disappointment, one ghosted message at a time. Men began realizing that good intentions no longer guaranteed connection. That sincerity was invisible in a world addicted to strategy. That dating had turned from curiosity to competition. A man once walked into a date hoping to meet someone kind. Now he walks in wondering which test he's about to fail. He's told that being a good man isn't enough. He must be exceptional, perfect, endlessly performing. So he stopped performing. First mentally, then emotionally, and finally, physically. He stopped texting first, not because he was playing games, but because he was tired of starting conversations that led nowhere. He stopped planning dates because every effort was met with indifference or criticism. He stopped proving because every act of care felt like a job interview with no callback. Men began realizing that they didn't need to earn what should be freely reciprocated. That peace wasn't found in being loved, it was found in no longer needing approval. And when they stopped chasing, something profound happened. They found clarity. They found power. And above all, they found peace. 2. The disappearing value of effort. There was a time when effort mattered, when showing up meant something. But in the age of filters and endless options, effort became invisible. A man's kindness became energy. His generosity became expected. His loyalty was taken for granted. And his silence was mistaken for weakness. Modern dating slowly trained men to believe that nothing they did would ever be enough. He could open doors, plan dates, pay for dinner, communicate openly, and still be told he wasn't exciting enough, rich enough, or mysterious enough. 3. The illusion of modern love. Modern dating has turned into a marketplace, not of hearts, but of brands, where people are profiles, affection is currency, and everyone's selling an image. Intimacy. Authentic. Intimacy. 4. The peace they found. At first, solitude felt strange. The silence was heavy. But slowly that silence became healing. Rediscovery. They started cooking training. Reading, building, creating. Emotional control. They traded emotional chaos for emotional control. Clarity. For the first time they could hear themselves think. No guessing games. No constant walking on eggshells. No silent punishments disguised as boundaries. Just peace. And once a man experiences that kind of peace, chaos becomes intolerable. He doesn't chase. He doesn't argue. He doesn't beg. He simply exists, grounded, whole, untouchable. That energy, calm, centered, confident, is ironically what makes him most attractive. Because a man at peace no longer needs validation. He is validation. 5. The double standard. Yet the moment men found peace, society called it a problem. When they chased success, they were told they worked too much. When they chased love, they were told they weren't ambitious enough. When they stopped chasing altogether, they were told they were broken. If he speaks up, he's toxic. If he stays silent, he's emotionally unavailable. If he leads, he's controlling. If he follows, he's weak. No matter what he does, it's wrong. And yet, when he finally walks away, society wonders, where have all the good men gone? The truth? They didn't disappear. They just stopped showing up where they weren't respected. There's a cruel irony in how modern culture treats men, celebrating women who set boundaries but shaming men who do they. Same. We cheer, I don't need a man, but mock, I'm fine alone. That's not empowerment. That's hypocrisy. But men are no longer angry about it. They've evolved past needing validation from a system that never rewarded their effort. They understand now that peace doesn't require permission. 6. The new reality. When men walked away, the world barely noticed until it did. The conversations grew quieter. The invitations stopped coming. The emotional labor men once provided, the planning, the listening, the consistency, began to vanish. Not out of revenge, but self-preservation. And on the other side of that silence, men found clarity. They realized happiness was never found in being chosen. It was found in choosing themselves. Purpose over performance. They built lives rooted in purpose, not performance. Wholeness over understanding. They stopped asking to be understood and started working to be whole. Recovery over loneliness. They discovered that solitude isn't loneliness, it's recovery. And when they finally meet someone who respects peace, not chaos, it won't be about completion, but harmony, because when two people meet who are already whole, they don't compete or perform. They simply understand.